welcome back. Happy June. So this is a new thing that we're going to be doing just for 26 days of June. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I missed building. So we are doing an ABC build challenge where I build basically buildings in the shape of the letter of the alphabet. This is not an original idea. Plenty of people have done it before, but I wanted to do it. And I've done an ABC challenge before, but I haven't done like a building shape challenge. And I thought that'd be fun. Usually you see these in Sims 4. I haven't really seen Sims 2 ones, but yeah. Originally I was going to do a home, which is why this is a residential lot. I later decided it looked better as like a mini mall from the 70s. So I didn't change the zoning, but it is meant to be a community lot. And yeah, it is the letter A. I didn't want to do a fully walled in A, because in The Sims 2, that little open bit for the A would be dark. And it would be great if it would be lighter and recognize that it would be outside, but it wouldn't do that. So I did like a little courtyard. There's pathways above. Like I said, I was inspired by this idea of like a 70s mini mall. Specifically, there's a few in Phoenix that are really old that I thought of. I also thought of a high school that I went to in Montana that had like a courtyard just in the middle. It was very hodgepodge in terms of building, but yeah, so that's what I went with. That's why we've got the red brick. The windows and doors are a little bit older. It's not perfect, but I like it. I think it looks cute enough. I don't decorate the whole building. The decorating is not really the point here. It's making something believable. So my goal with this challenge is... Sorry, I had to spray a dog. We were being wild. Obviously to make the shell, but mostly to make them look good from the outside and to not look like what they are. So if you were walking up to this building, you wouldn't realize it was shaped like the letter A. I really like these brownstone type pillars, and it just gives like a little bit of architecture to it. So yeah, I do decorate one of the areas in this building setup. I might come back later on and decorate the other ones, because this would honestly be pretty useful as a community lot. But I decorate one of the buildings as like a toy store and like a boutique type toy store where everything's fancy and custom. It took forever to decorate. Like, I stopped recording because placing toys on shelves is monotonous, but it turned out cute, I think. And now I definitely want this in my Pleasant View somewhere, even though there's no space. But you can see, fully an A. This is a fully realized A. I was gonna give it an ugly roof, and then I was like, I don't want to look at it, so. As a side note, today there is an auction ending, and I'm like in a battle for a waffle maker. I don't need a waffle maker. I'm probably gonna make waffles a total of one time, but it's only $15. But obviously people are bidding on it. I'm like, stop it! That is my waffle maker. There wasn't actually a bunch of stuff that I wanted from this particular one. There was just a few things. But I want the waffle maker. There was also like an old school George Foreman grill, like from the 90s in the box. I thought about it and I'm like, you're not gonna use that. You know you're not gonna use that. So I didn't get that. But I've never owned a waffle maker that I ignored, so technically I can tell myself that I'm going to use the waffle maker. And there's no documented evidence to the contrary, like there is for things similar to the George Foreman grill that I bought and didn't use. But yeah, I've got 2 hours left to find out if I win that. I also want a chair that I don't need, and it says walking stick, but it looks like a cane made out of random sticks, and I'm intrigued by it, because I think one really hard thing I find with cosplay is cosplay appropriate canes, because I do need, you know, that walking aid when I'm going to be standing a lot like I am at conventions. But at the same time, I have found that a lot of security staff really struggle to identify what a cane is allowed to be. So for example, I have a Jurassic Park cane. It is made of wood. It has the little resin amber piece on the top, but it is a functional cane. It has the rubber bottom. Like, it is genuinely a walking device for me. But the amount of times I've had to fight with security staff to be allowed to use that as a cane, even when I'm not in costume and it's just a cane, is unreasonable. That said, Phoenix Comic-Con is also known for having problems on their opening days. I have witnessed firsthand, this is when they were allowing us to bring food and drink. It was very clear that it was something we were allowed to do. I witnessed day one dumping out people's waters, their coffees, like they brought snacks for kids, and then the next day going, oh, psych, you were actually allowed to have that. They didn't know. I have witnessed a blind individual where the security staff tried to take his walking stick. I have seen them try to take walkers. Usually by day 2, they're better and they have the area for it and people just go through. But yeah, I have definitely struggled with mobility devices that fit my cosplay. Then the security basically not wanting me to have it because it doesn't meet prop rules, which is a fair thing. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining. I fully understand the struggle there. Prop rules exist for a reason. They don't want anyone to get hurt. But when there's clear identifiers, for example, my walking cane that has the rubber tip, I was able to pull up the person who made it for me, confirming that it is an actual cane. I even popped out my joints to horrify people. It's a lot. So I wish that there was maybe a separate category, because I know at the convention I've gone to, a lot of times props get tagged with like a zip tie, a specific color, and I wish that there was, even if you had to apply for it ahead of time, but like some sort of, this is a real mobility device, so you could just get through the line a lot quicker rather than having to go to props and then being told, why are you here? This isn't a prop. And then going back to the line and being told, well, this is a prop. Sorry, I'm complaining about it. Mostly because I haven't gone to Phoenix Comic-Con in a while, and I haven't gone to any conventions, but I also don't live in Phoenix anymore, which is why I'm freely stating Phoenix, even though if you find Phoenix, like, if you find someone who lives in Phoenix, like, that's impressive, because there's so many people. But I don't live in a giant multi-million population city now. Anyway, back to the build. I didn't know what I wanted to do at first. I was thinking clothing store, and then I was thinking like children's clothing boutique. I didn't really have anything to successfully build that though, so I was like, all right, well maybe just like a kid's upscale furniture store, and then it slowly evolves into a toy store that's like boutique and variety. So the toys are a lot more expensive. Some of them are clearly handmade, just for funsies. And I tried the color scheme. I tried to match those little laminate tiles by the door. God, I'm almost losing my voice. I don't even know why. Like, I'm pre-recording all these because I have mentioned before I want to go on a trip. It's not a long trip, but I'm also going to be taking a break for June. So I want all of the, well, not a full 26-day break. So all of these ABC videos are pre-recorded. I just want to take a little bit of a recording break. It's not like a struggle for me to record. I have a lot of fun with it, but I'm specifically blocking this time out to play other things and potentially to free myself for streaming again, although I'm having kind of like a stage fright issue with streaming, which is bizarre to me because I'm not afraid to be on camera. It's just, I mentioned it before, like, you feel that pressure to be like, okay, my background needs to be looking really good, my hair and makeup need to be done, I should be wearing something somewhat interesting, because even though I would see streaming also as a hobby similar to YouTube, like, I still feel the need to put that extra effort into, and if I put my face cam on YouTube, I would do that as well. That's why I don't, because I know me, and that is an extra stress that I don't need, because I'll just not record. I've tested this. As I completely just choke. I have tested this myself, and there are a few videos with me on them, and it's too much. It's too much. And I know people probably probably don't care and it's all me. But that doesn't change the fact that my brain's like, no, you can't do that. Also, I was getting really mad with these shelves. I was using the shift thing to like make them go in a different slot, but it would only go up like to the next shelf sometimes, so the struggle was real. That's why I ended up cutting a bunch of footage, because it was just like, this is ridiculous. This is me placing Squishmallows for an hour. I think it turned out cute though, and like I said, I would genuinely use this as like a shop. One thing that I like to do is have a placeholder sim that owns all of the businesses that I don't actually want to run, just so they can buy things from the store. But yeah, it's really colorful. You can see we've got like random custom mobiles. I forgot to recolor a few things. The toy shelves are full! And yeah, I'm curious to know what you think of this. If I should go ahead and finish decorating it, let me know. I might. It was taking forever. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please do give it a like. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next one.